Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. Today, we're going to dive into your month of October. What is it that you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you, and how can you best navigate this month? I think as I take a look at your overall spread, I do think that you're going to really want to be mindful of not spending too much time in your head. You know, I think that you could really keep yourself stuck. I think that you really have the potential to spend a lot of time there in your head, and I just don't think it's going to be that helpful to you. So you're going to want to make sure that you try to redirect that and that you refocus quite a bit. But let's take a look at what we have going on for the overarching themes. Now, the first thing that we have here is the One of Keys reverse, the Architect card. This to me is about a redraft of your life. I really think that part of like what's triggering maybe this potential overthinking is really it's meant to trigger thinking. It's meant to trigger processing where it is that you want to go with things, where it is that you want to go with your life. It's kind of like taking a step back and taking a look at what is this life that I'm building and where do I need to change the blueprint a little bit? Where do I need to shift some things? Where do I need to make some adjustments so that I'm creating a life that I'm even more excited about? So I think that you're going to become aware. I think that you're going to be building some things in your life in some different ways. And we also have this create card, right? And I think like this is showing up again because it's about what is the kind of life that you want to create for yourself? What is it that you want to focus your time and your energy on? And you're going to want to make sure that you're doing that. And I feel like you are going to need to make some changes in terms of your energy and shifting what it is that you're putting your energy on. I feel like it's distraction. You know, I feel like there are some things in your life that are serving more as distractions rather than what it is that you really want to be doing. This is a month of really processing that, getting clear on that, and then making no excuses, moving in the direction of the things that you really want. The next card that we have here is the Add Some card, the number 22 card. This is about calling on your guides, your angels, the divine, the universe, whatever you call that, to help support these things. Once you get clear on what it is that you're wanting and where it is that you want to go, call on your guides and angels to help give you the drive, to give you the motivation, to give you the focus, to give you the ability to do these things that you know that you need to be doing and to move in the direction of this vision that you are having for your life. Then we have the King of Scrolls reverse. The King of Scrolls reverse is saying to me, this is kind of where I'm getting this concept of spending a little bit of too much time in your head, because the King of Scrolls reverse is very much that, very in his head, very stuck on thoughts and thinking and overthinking, and you may need to talk back to some of those thoughts. A lot of those thoughts that are running through your head, quite frankly, they're bullshit. Quite frankly, they're there to keep you stuck, to keep you in a negative space, and you have to start to talk back to them. You have to say, this is not what I want to entertain in my thoughts, in my mind, because what your thoughts create things, right? And so everything that you're focusing on with your thoughts, you are creating, you are magnetizing to yourself in your life. So you have to make some changes to those thoughts and those thinking and that perception. And that's a challenge sometimes, you know, that's work to change the way that you're perceiving things, to change the way that you're thinking about things. But it starts with talking back to those thoughts and recognizing where your perceptions and the things that you're telling yourself, quite frankly, are bullshit. So keep focusing on that, keep shifting that, keep challenging that. I think that that's going to help you to relearn the way that you need to think about things and to re-see the world from a different perspective. Because once you do that, I think that it becomes clear the vision of what it is that you want to build for yourself, what it is that you want to create for yourself in your life. Now, the next cards that we have here are connected to the challenges or the barriers that you can expect. And the first one is reflection reversed, okay? So this is like, you're gonna feel really called to reflect on things, to go within and to ask yourself questions. But this is really about making sure that you're not doing that to the point that you are isolating yourself, or again, that you are not doing that to the point that you are overthinking, or that you're just spending too much time with yourself in your head. Shift the focus once you recognize that this is not helping, this is not serving you, and come back to it. You don't have to spend a ton of time reflecting. Spend some time reflecting. Visit those thoughts, visit the feelings that you need to experience, but then let it go and refocus and do something that's light and joyful and fun, and then come back to it. So find that balance in reflecting, and find that balance in spending time in your own energy, and make sure that you're also seeking out the company of other people, and letting yourself do different things and spend time with different things and with different people and have different experiences. That's going to be also really key this month, because you're really going to be needing to seek balance, okay? You're out of balance. You want to find balance in your life, and you don't want to do things like too much in one direction. Like, you don't want to spend too much time in your head, and you don't want to spend too much time being isolated. You want to make sure that you're finding balance. You want to make sure that you are finding balance physically for your body as well, and finding balance spiritually. Like, spiritual concepts and spending time doing spiritual things are really important. But if it is your entire focus of something, you know, if like you're going all in too much on one thing, it can become problematic. We want balance here. We want your time to be balanced. We want your energy to be balanced, and really making sure that you're doing those things that you know that you need to do that will put you into a balance. And this last card here is the Two of Roses, the Winged Messenger reversed. This again says to me that you are not calling on your angels and your guides and God, the universe, the divine, in as much as you could be. Ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for support, and you will receive it. I always like to say that when we call on the angels, when we call on that divine help, we are helped in the way that we need, not always in the way that we want. And sometimes we're so stuck in our own perceptions of how we need to be helped that we don't recognize the help when it's coming. But if you call on this help, if you ask for help, if you ask for support, if you ask for assistance in getting out of your own head, you're going to receive that. In fact, I always like, when I catch myself getting stuck in my head, one of my favorite ways to get out of that is when I'm going to bed at night, I ask the angels to rearrange my thoughts at night to help me to have clarity in the morning or clarity the next day. And I just ask that they help me to release this way of thinking, heal my fear-based thoughts, so that I can get those out of the way and connect with the clarity that I need to connect with. And then we have the intuition card. I think that you are ignoring your intuition a bit. I think that you are not hearing that. So as much as like this is a time that you're taking more time to reflect, I think it's more like reflecting on fear and negativity, and can you shift that so that you can hear the voice of your intuition, because your intuition is quieter, it's more subtle, it's not as strong as that fear-based voice. And so you have to clear your mind a little bit and release that stuff to make room for the intuitive thoughts to come through. The intuitive thoughts are going to show you the answers. The intuitive thoughts are what are going to show you the way. So this is really what we want to allow into your mind. So the gifts that you can expect through this month. The first one is the Akashic Library. And this is that reminder that everything that you need exists within you. You have access to what we call the Akashic Library, the Akashic Records, that have information about everything that ever was, everything that is, everything that ever will be, and each and every one of us has access to this. You may find yourself feeling compelled to learn more about the Akashic Records. I say go for it if you are, because this is a message to learn more about that, maybe to even do some meditations that will help you to be connected to the Akashic Records. The answers lie within, but even if you're not doing that specifically, you can, again, just spend some time reflecting, spend some time listening and connecting to your own intuition. That's going to show you the way. You have the Akashic Records within you, these internal resources that you can pull from that are going to show you the way. So again, like if we can clear the head, if we can release some of those fear-based thoughts, it makes space for the guidance that's trying to come through to show you the answers and to show you the way. The next card that we have here is the birth card reversed. Okay, so you might feel like you're on the brink of something really important, but it's not quite happening yet. You might feel like you want to move forward into something, but it's not quite happening yet. You might actually feel like you're on the brink of this rebirth for yourself, a total major change in your life, but it's not quite happening yet. That doesn't mean that it won't. That doesn't mean that it's not coming. In fact, I feel that it is. You just have to be patient, and you have to do this internal work, and you have to work on, quite frankly, releasing the fears, okay? Releasing the bullshit that is in your mind that is telling you that you can't do this, or that you can't move forward, or that you don't deserve it, or whatever bullshit you're telling yourself. It has to go. It has to go. So work on releasing that and talking back to that so that you can make space for better things. The next card that we have here is the lightning bolt upright, the 8 of Forces. This is about connecting to your power. This is about understanding that you are incredibly powerful and that you can do this and that you can navigate this and that you have the power and the strength to get through whatever it is that you're trying to get through, that you are powerful enough to make amazing things happen in your life. So I hope that you do. I hope that you go for it. And this last card is the healing card. So this whole process that you have going on throughout this month, you are going to find yourself healing and feeling healed and going through an entire process of healing as you navigate this month. I think that it's going to help you to feel a whole lot lighter as you do prepare to step into that rebirth. And those are your messages for the month of October. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryawakening.com. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. I always love to hear from you in comments. And if you, I think I already said this, but if you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.